they've adapted well. The one thing that I'm seeing is they're really letting the Mage live on GSC. I question that. Why don't they open on the Mage more? Maybe they need Gankerixer to just come in and not take out the Prîêst that most teams want their rogue to be opening on, but maybe the Mage, because I don't know, but I would feel that it would be the polymorphs and the counterspell, and especially with one of those aggressive mages. I've learned playing Yorkie plenty of times that, I mean, he's going to let you have it, and he's going to make sure that you are controlled where he wants you. And a lot of the mages coming into these like Warsong Gulch games can get that play if their front line keeps a really strong front line.
Right, I agree. Someone brought up something in the comments in the chat. I mean, saying that they want like Waka to move on, but the recurring theme that they're seeing is that their inability to adapt on the fly, and that's 100% correct. I feel like in these past few games, like as you said, Ganker needs to do something. Like Ganker's been an MVP in a couple of these games, but like today he's just not. I don't feel like he's cutting it. Like he's not like living up to his name, to the way he's been playing so far. You know, like he's kind of like, I don't know if he's slacking out or something's wrong, or if he's off, or like he doesn't feel it deemed. But like it's exactly how you called it. Waka Flocka is just not adapting as they should be.
Definitely. You know, I think it's probably going to be communication here. They are losing mid, and it's causing trouble here and there. You never know where he's trying to, like, it might not even be Gankerixer's call on if he's going to move across or if they want him to stay. And, you know, maybe he's lingering for something that doesn't happen, and that can be a whole lot of trouble.
But look at this. Do you see what's happening?
Rogue is putting a lot of damage. Yeah.
Look where Pump is. Look where Pump and Gankerixer are.
Killing the Mistweaver. That is a good opening.
Boomie's going down immediately after. Hüntër, the Brewmaster.
Taking advantage of that healer. They know they could get an easy kill off of the stomp and the silence and the kick. I mean, the Mistweaver really doesn't have much to do besides roll away, in my opinion, there. GSC is just taking a ton of damage. I think that they should kill this mage here and, you know, really screw up his CC on like a regather. I feel like mages do take a good part in pulling the front line and buying their team a little bit of time. This is one of those times where I guess we're watching Waka Flocka Seagulls just kind of let them regroup while they get the flag. I'm sure they'll pull back as their FC gets to them, but
Tunnel goes down in that mid fight.
Yeah, he went down pretty fast. He is running back to his body.
But I honestly feel like that's a cap. That's a cap. 100% that's a cap. Because there's no way Staticquo
is breaking right off. Yeah.
This is really
Static is sitting. You never know. Maybe he's letting them think that they have this cap, and depending, let's see where Gankerixer and Myyce go. They seem to be going ramp. I mean, you know, he might just commit tunnel and make it. Oh no, Myyce is now going in the tunnel. I guess that was Bake that might have been breaking off to the side.
Yeah, it was Bake. No, like I mean, that was a great play by Pump. You know, Pump was like opening him in allows him to do a lot more. You know, but I mean, here's
Static
GSC to catch. Yeah, here's GSC to catch the Staticquo, and now they're able to push in even harder into the GY. This is one of the moments where you said when you don't expect them to push in, but they do. You can see Myyce right there lingering around the tunnel. But unrelentless, this GSC team is just pushing so much damage into this Waka Flocka team, pushing to the GY really hard, not allowing them like to have any breathing room whatsoever.
I mean, one thing that I'm really noticing is they do not like Mutando. They just keep tunneling him down time after time. I'm seeing the Warrior get his Crusader, and then he just charges in and gives it to him. However, he is going down with the Shaman. This is going to be a push back by Waka Flocka. The BM is dipping very low and now dying. The Boomie possibly going down. Looked like there was a Hüntër proc there. He almost died, but just barely lived due to the Mistweaver pulling him up. Static going
yeah.
up on
Yeah,
shelf
yeah.
as his team regroups at UI. Yep.
I feel like here's the moment where Gankerixer should have been a little bit more positioned better, for lack of a better term, better. Because he could have got a sap, and that would have allowed their push to be not a wasted effort, you know. But I mean, even this is not a wasted effort. But in its own way, this allows they allowed them to regroup, and now it's gonna be even harder for Waka to push here, you know. Because at this point, if they're opening on Static, I'm not sure it's a great idea. It's only 3 stacks.
Another thing to notice here is Waka Flocka Seagulls trying to attempt to get the kill on the EFC. Now look at Puempeekstoh though. No one in sight. The Hunters helping mid, the Boomkin just trying to do damage on everybody, holding the front line down as he's got wild charge. A good ability to the front line, making them not be able to retreat, makes the healers not allowed to run. They have to stay with their one person sitting there. I mean, it really lines up this Mage play too, making the healers know that they can't range because that person's stuck in that spot. And I mean, like I've said, they've been taking advantage of Mutando with damage. You never know if he's primary CS target as well.
True.
Gankerixer is sitting next to that EFC, Staticquo. Warrior moving in. Not too much contest. They seem to be backing off. Maybe it was too big of a play. They didn't really need that yet. It was a good attempt, though. They did kill the Shaman. However, he is running back to his body.
That is why I think they did it. I feel like they pushed in really hard. Just so
Mutando going down again. Sloppyheals at half. Bigbodybugat taking a lot of damage, going in very deep here. He is going to go down. Just a little too deep for his team. The Brewmaster might go down too, dipping so low. He is above 50 now.
I feel like
they did lose Grundle.
One thing mid strong teams do is they'll push into a target, and if they can't get them below 40%, they'll immediately switch to something else that's below 80 and eventually kill that. You know, this is time and time again. It's been proven over and over again. This is what the stronger teams do, and it's amazing to see. 100% amazing to see. It never gets old, ever. Mutando just gets back to the mid fight, and it's already going down. I think you're right, man. I think they just don't like him.
They really don't. It just seems that he's honestly, I don't think it's him as a player, his positioning. I know sometimes I see him up further than Sloppyheals because he is doing the purges and shears. From what I see, I'm sure he's doing it more, is what I mean. But they just don't seem to be going on the other healers as much. Maybe it is the fact that he is that little bit further up, and they're like, hey, he's probably not got Goblin Jump since we just killed him. So they might just keep wanting to train that Shaman. I mean, a lot of teams like killing the Prîêst, but might just not be their forte. They are pushing a little bit back here. Yep.
Both Hunters behind the EFC, a.k.a. Pump. So both GFC Hunters pushing behind Puempeekstoh or whatever his.
Static just got sapped by Gankerixer, letting him know that he is there.
A lot of damage doing to Puempeekstoh here, but he should be okay because Boomie seems to be going down. Yeah, and Boomie will go down.
At the same time, though, that's a big play. I'd rather lose the Hunter here.
Yeah, definitely. Here's the push. They're gonna push. I expect a really big push on Pump, but it might be effortless because they're gonna try to pass it up to Bigbodybugat.
I'm sure that is gonna be. Yep, that is what they have been doing. He does just charge down though. That might have been a misplay.
They're gonna try to pass it up to.
I'm sure they wanted him to hold the front line, but I don't think that's exactly what they wanted. They are getting pushed right in. The Brewmaster knows that they're kind of going for the drop. I'm sure he's let his team know. And look at that. It happens.
Wow. That is amazing. Sháman, a.k.a. the Mage, going for the really big play here.
You do
should be-
see
yeah,
Grundle
yeah.
breaking off, but it isn't enough. I don't think he's got that Hunter on him. How can he live that Hunter as a Druid with his team coming back? I mean, I think he's just trapped. He might... I guess they're just going to let him live off to the side. I question that. I mean, it doesn't really matter because he's not going for the flag, but there's just no point in not killing one of their biggest DPS. The BM going down with the warrior. They're cutting the team from the... They're just cutting the team back. And Shaman should go down here.
Okay, so
the Mage.
My problem is, dude, is that they're sending both hunters on D. Escorts.
Waka Flocka?
Yeah, no. What's it called? The Gurubashi. See, the initial plan that I see that Waka's gonna go for, they're gonna control mid really hard. They're pushing really hard into this GSC team. They're gonna try to control mid as much as possible. Allow their SC to grab flag and take off with it. You know, because they have no.
You see what's happening right now, though?
Yes, I see it.
They just have to leave. They've wasted time, and I mean they've lost the mid fight, like you're saying, because of it. They sent that double hunter back, which couldn't even contest, as you were just saying, and they just have to leave it, which is, you know, kind of disappointing, as they would have been so much more useful containing mid as they were. Puempeekstoh going out for that quick cap. He wants to do it again. He's making the other team just commit right in. Staticquo getting slowed and opened on. He has to drop back to his team. This is going to slow them. Puempeekstoh not going too fast, but he doesn't really necessarily need to. Grundle goes down there. I just feel like in a race, Staticquo is the smallest bit behind if they can keep Puempeekstoh up. Boots are up.
But with 4 minutes left, I feel like anything could happen, though, dude. Like it's not over. It's not over like at all.
For sure. And Staticquo right behind him with that, ready for the quick pick. They are going to be down. You never know. This could be the quick cap play into a 2-3 game. Or 2-1 game. My bad.
Right, but you saw how GSC was like anchoring to the right side of the map, hopefully try to get ramp position. I thought with that, what they're planning to do is try to gauntlet, like try to grab flag and gauntlet on ramp or something. Like eventually, gauntlet with their team, because the gauntlet doesn't have to be in a certain position. It could just be with your team. You just have to be super solid. That's the idea behind it. But like, they got beat. They got beat to it. Waka probably just played the objective a lot stronger, and they're allowed to do that. But you can see here, Grundle picking up the flag, trying to secure a pick, secure the pick possession, have that advantage. But I just can't see him getting out.
I'm not sure you saw it, but in a different perspective, Staticquo picked up the flag and went tunnel, and at the same time, they had sent the Shaman Mage up on top of ramp. Now, Puempeekstoh contested him, thinking that was the smarter play. The Shaman was under 50%. He did kill him. However, Puempeekstoh is behind now, and they're gonna like go for this quick cap right here. Grundle's kind of trapped. I mean, he's not necessarily completely trapped, but with this field dominant team, they're just really moving in. Puempeekstoh is taking damage from this hunter with Berserk. He is gonna go down.
Wow.
Grundle has to go against this hunter right here. This hunter could just kill him.
But Grundle
is up here. He is probably going to go down here. He doesn't have anybody really to jump to.
Menizi with the penance.
Mutando going in big for the heals. He is getting CC'd up front. The Mage, this is where he's really taking advantage of Waka Flocka. Like, yes, that Grundle got to him, but, he can't do much if he keeps getting healed.
Right, definitely. Wow, perfect look for this Waka Flocka team. Incredible outcome. This is the outcome that we weren't expecting. They adapted so fast, and now I'm looking to see them push the gauntlet. I can't see anything else. Mage, the whole GSC team is fully grouped, wiping Waka Flocka little one by one, and I don't know if they can hold on for that long.
And with the time being, you could push into that gauntlet, but there's not enough time with the stacks to really, stop that EFC from just running for his life. He doesn't even go for the gauntlet. He's just going on top of the GY. Puempeekstoh is just looking to sit safe. His team's going to be up soon. I mean, GSC's really not in a position. They really need to be in it now. They don't have too much longer.
They also sacrificed the healer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right choice.
I mean, they have had that dominant mid. You know, maybe they feel confident without that one healer, especially where they have Waka Flocka contained. However, Puempeekstoh is not... Oh, he does have quite a bit of people on him.
He's forced to drop down.
Look at how the LOS game takes part here. You know, he's got 2 healers, Sloppyheals sitting in that corner with him, but it just doesn't seem to be enough, and he goes down. Here's a return for the double block by GSC. GSC is going to take this one, boys.
Oh, my God. The events that just took place, boys. Like I can't explain it enough. I can't stress it enough. This was amazing. I would have expected this Waka Flocka team to like hold Gauntlet in their flag room, but I guess it wasn't like possible for them because they're split so much. But it's crazy, you know. Like it's.
I mean, I really wish you would have seen that shelf play right there by Puempeekstoh killing that Shaman. It looked like it would have been worth it, even from my perspective. I would have sat there and been like, "Hey guys, I want to kill this Shaman. It looks good. They have one less person in mid." Just wasn't the play for them. It, you know,
it wasn't. It wasted time.